Hello and welcome. I'm doing an impromptu live right now because I want to give you an update on our Black Friday sales that we have happening. Sorry about that. That's your moving. Our Black Friday sales that we have happening, and they are available until November 30th. And I would like to explain them a little bit more because we've had a lot of questions about what is for sale and what the events are, and also what each thing involves and which one would be right for you. And so I am here in the chat. So if you want to if you want to pop in any questions that you might have, if you've been thinking about our Black Friday sales, or if you've been on the fence, or you've been wondering about what each of the products are, let me know. But I'm going to share my screen in a couple seconds, and I'm going to show you each of the things that we have available and what they're all about. And we're extremely excited because we are ramping up for 2021, and we just wrapped up a 2021 sales, like Zazzle planning for your next year to build your business plan. And we are just extremely passionate about helping you further your business and grow your business on Zazzle. And the way that you can do that is by ramping up your knowledge, by by understanding more about your Zazzle business, by planning, and by making like strategic action steps and taking steps in your Zazzle business, and making sure that you know exactly what you're doing and that your efforts will equal results, right? We don't want you to be working very, very hard and not getting anywhere. That's what happened to myself and also to Elka about 13 years ago when we first started out on Zazzle, was that we had no idea what we were doing. It was just a big question mark, huge question mark, and we were trying to figure things out. We were working on a whole bunch of like posting products. We were working on our titles and tags. We were working on design, and we just had no idea because it was a new space, completely foreign to us. And after Alka, mostly because she was the brains of the whole operation of creating our courses and creating the strategic plan that she then taught to me. She did a lot of work and research, and like, I want to say almost like blood, sweat, and tears went into that, right? Where she figured out what worked and what didn't. And it took her some time because no one else was out there. We didn't have any mentors like myself and like Elka are right now to all of our students. We have at least, I want to say right now, I'm going to count the numbers in my head, but we have almost 1,000 students. And each of those people and Zazzle designers are interested in growing their Zazzle business. And when we first started out on Zazzle, there wasn't anyone like us. No one was giving advice, and no one was giving tips or tricks or tutorials or even courses. And the Zazzle forum was just this very weird, scary place where people interacted, but no one really wanted to help anyone else out. It was all about that they wanted to just promote themselves and grow their own Zazzle business. And when my mother first started out on Zazzle, she realized that this was a space that could be, utilized by so many amazing creatives who were capable and who could offer the world their expertise and their creative things. And to be able to translate that into electronic products, literally e-commerce, online space products, that's just like mind-blowing. And so when she realized that she could understand how things worked and how the business side needed to be built up, she then taught me. And I was in university at that point in time, and I was trying to build my own business. At that point in time, I also was like, I can do it on my own. Don't worry about it. I don't need your help, because I also wanted to prove my mom wrong, so to speak. And in the end, I was like, thank you for telling me all of these things, and thank you for your guidance, because in the end, what she taught me in terms of the 5 strategies, which we now teach our students, and we incorporate the 5 strategies in our business framework and the 3 pillars, perceivable, passive, and profitable, into our courses. When she spoke to me about all of these things and I implemented them into my Zazzle business, I actually started to see results extremely quickly, and I was able to do so many amazing things that I would have never been able to do either on my own without Zazzle, first of all, and then also on my own being a Zazzle designer. I never would have been able to figure things out by myself. And so, long story short, that's why we have created our courses and why we've decided to now give you the opportunity to come into our community and to our space, because our biggest mission in everything that we're doing here online is to help you as a Zazzle designer become more successful. We want to help you create a business that works for you and that you're not working for it, and that you generate your own income, you become your own boss, you have time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom, creative freedom, and you're able to start to live your dream life. And living your dream life doesn't mean luxurious, jet setting around the world or extremely expensive handbags. It could probably just be very simplistic and basic and something that means so much to you, like that you're able to spend time with your family when you want to, right? Or that you're able to go to the grocery store or to the dentist not on the weekends, and that you're able to do things that you want to do at a specific time and not worry about your boss thinking about, where you are and asking you how much time you took off, and that you have to make up extra hours or you have to take it out of your sick time and all that silly stuff, right? And I know that a lot of us as Zazzle designers, we've either been in the corporate world or we still are in the corporate world, but our thing and our biggest desire in life is to get out of that and to create a business that we absolutely love and that we just feel good doing, right? And we're extremely excited to crack open our computers and be able to do what we want to do and love doing it and actually be passionate about creating a business that works for us rather than us working for it. And that was my biggest realization in life, is that although I have never really had too many jobs, I'm going to admit that because I started out on Zazzle early. But when I first got my first job, I was like, I don't want to be part of this anymore. I had to buy a blouse because I was working as a server and also like a table waitress type of person. And they asked me to buy a white blouse for the job. And I worked out the money and I said, I literally have to work 7 hours at the amount of time that you are paying me to buy that blouse to do my job. And I said to myself, wow, I don't want to ever have to worry about the fact that I have to pay money to work, pay gas money to do a whole bunch of other things, and then also ask for time off, and then also try and work my way up or try and prove my worthiness, right? If I was applying for a job, everybody would ask me for 5 years experience in the industry that I was trying to get into. And it always confused me on how people were able to do those things. And so long story short, it's just that Zazzle has completely changed my life in the way that I'm able to now do the things that I want to do and live the life that I want to live. And it, as I said, it doesn't have to be luxurious or it doesn't have to include jet setting around the world all the time. Your dream life can literally be exactly what you picture your dream life to be. That sweet spot of where you feel good and where you feel comfortable and where you feel worthy to actually just wake up every morning and be extremely happy with what you're doing and the way that you're living, and not dread going to the office or dread being stuck in traffic and all of these other things that come with, working and working for somebody else. Imagine that you could work for yourself and that you finally feel extremely fulfilled with what you're doing and wake up every single morning loving the thing that you're about to do. And so that is exactly why Elga and myself have created our courses and why we empower creatives to do the thing that they love and to create a business that works for them passively and then also becomes profitable, right? if you want to work for something, you obviously want to make money off of it, right? And I can't make any income claim statements, but what we tell people and how we guide people in Zazzle Creatives is to create a business doing the things that they love and making money from it. And to be honest, like Zazzle has been an extreme life changer for myself and my mother, Elka. I wouldn't even know where I was or where I would be today if Zazzle hadn't come into my life. Not that now that we've created courses, this is a completely different story, but I still am active on Zazzle. I have a Zazzle store. I continually make money on Zazzle, and I still am active in it every single day. And it adds to my income, and it has been something that has been with me for the past 13 years. And I really hope that it is with me for basically the rest of my life until Zazzle creates something different or they're not around anymore. But the fact of the matter is that I've created a business that has now generated over $1 million in sales. And I have been able to live my dream life. I've been able to travel and do the things that I've wanted to do because I created something that gave me the opportunity to do so. And so the reason why I'm telling you this, first of all, is because I want to inspire you. I don't know if whoever is watching right now, if you have been on Zazzle, if you have been on Zazzle for just a couple of months or a couple of weeks, or if you've been on Zazzle for years, or maybe you've never heard of Zazzle. But Zazzle is a print-on-demand platform that is the best thing in life, in my opinion, to create an e-commerce online business to make money using your creativity. And if you are creative and you want to make money online, especially during these times of uncertainty with COVID and working at home and not really sure if you're going to have a physical job in the outside world, so to speak, Zazzle has been a rock and a saving grace for myself, Elka, and all of our students. They have made amazing amounts of money during this time, and the fact that they are able to stay at home and work on their online business, and that they don't have to worry about that they're going to lose their job or that they have to risk their health and safety going to the office or that they have to be somewhere physically during these crazy times, has been an absolute life changer. They have been extremely grateful. All of our students, you have no idea the amount of emails and messages that we've got saying that they are extremely, like, there's just this alignment, like inner peace of being extremely happy and super grateful for the things that they are able to do and not have to do. For example, going into the office because they work online and that they've created their own business, and that Elka and myself have guided them and taught them how to create a profitable business during this time, and that they're able to rely on that amount of income. And just it's just amazing. So our students who have been able to work with us and use our strategies and to implement them properly, they've seen amazing results. And so I just wanted to tell you that it's just, there's a huge life changer. And I don't know what else I want to say there, but it's just the things that our students have been able to do during this time have been just extremely uplifting for us. And we have gotten so many amazing emails and stories and messages saying that our teachings and our mentorship have changed their lives and that they're extremely grateful for what we've helped them do and how we've helped them build their businesses. Obviously, not all of our students are making that amount of money or being in the same position as others, but the ones who have implemented the work and who have followed our teachings and have put in the time and effort to ask us questions and to show up 100% and do the things that they need to do and really put themselves out there to work, they have seen amazing results. Just a side note. So After my long spiel about my own story, Elka's story, our students' stories, it's just that Zazzle is an amazing platform that helps people all around the world. We have students in Poland, Australia, in Asia, in the Philippines, in France, Germany, in Spain, in North America, South America, and like literally all over the world, except probably the Arctic and the Antarctic. But we have an international community of students who have joined myself and Elka in our teachings, and it's just a huge movement, and it's absolutely amazing that we can help so many people around the world create businesses that make them money, and then also doing the thing that they love most, which is being creative. And as I said at the beginning of this presentation slash live video, is that my mission and Elka's mission is to help everyone who is a creative and who is dedicated to building an online business through e-commerce and also on Zazzle. It's to help them succeed. It's to help you make money online. It gives us the most amount of joy when we receive emails and messages saying, "You've changed my life and you've made such a difference," or "I'm able to pay my rent this month," or "I'm able to buy the groceries that I want to buy," or "I'm able to now save for my children's school or college," or "I'm able to start saving early for retirement." Those messages, whether they be big, small, or like, whatever you might have in your mind, if they're huge goals or small goals, or there's like little things that are not important, every single one of those is extremely important to Elka and myself. The fact that we are able to help people on such an amazing, like, monumental level is just like extremely heartwarming. So beside that, it's just that I'm extremely passionate, obviously, about helping each one of our students succeed. And I can tell you that when I'm invested and Elka's invested and the student is invested in making their business succeed, we help them 1,010%. We help you 2,000% to figure things out. We obviously, like, based on your program that you're in or the course that you're in, you get a certain amount of tension, and the work that you put in is the work that you like. The amount of work that you put in and the effort that you put into working on your business is what you will receive out of it. But I know every one of our students basically, and Elka does too. And every time that we're on live or that we're in a meeting with one of our students, it's just, you can tell that we give 1,010%. We always care about the success of our students. And it's just, yeah, I don't even know what to say, but it's amazing. Like, we are extremely, extremely passionate in making you become a successful business owner on Zazzle and on their platform. And especially during this time now, with coronavirus and COVID and all of these hardships and like crazy times that we've been through this past year, it is extremely difficult for us sometimes to feel motivated and to feel inspired to do something, or to actually think that things are going to work out for us, right? It's scary. It's overwhelming. We get nervous. We get scared. We probably self-sabotage a lot. And I'm saying this because I know I've been there, and it is scary. It's scary as heck. And to have this crazy uncertain future of like, we don't even know what's going to happen and all this other stuff, it is very daunting, I want to say, sometimes, where you think of like, what do I do, or who do I look up to, or what can I, like, how can I go forward, like, from now, right? And sometimes you just need that one person who kicks you in the butt and is like, okay, well, you can do this, let's do it, or shows you the way, or gives you the guidance and helps you get out of that rut of doing things over and over and over again, expecting a different result, but it really doesn't happen. Because, like, I've been there, I've done the same thing over and over and over again, and thinking I'm going to get somewhere different, but it really doesn't happen. And that's where I'm going to say that Elk and I come in. And it's not just because I want to toot my own horn. It's actually the fact that our students are like, I can't make money on Zazzle. I've been here for 6 years, or I've been here for X amount of months or years, and it's just not possible. I've done everything that I can, and there's no way, right? There's no hope. How can you guarantee this? Blah, blah, blah. It's true. We can't guarantee anything. We can't tell you that you're going to make thousands of dollars on Zazzle. There's no way that I can tell you that you're going to make money. But what I can say is that if you invest in the time and effort of working smarter and learning and understanding what to implement, then you will be able to build a profitable business on Zazzle. And that business is going to give you the time freedom, the location freedom, and the financial freedom that you are dreaming of. And also the creative freedom, because obviously being on Zazzle, you are probably a creative and you want to do things that you love without telling people, or without people telling you that you can't make money being creative, or bargaining with you, or telling you that it's not worth it. I've been there too. I have had people tell me that my designs aren't worth the amount of money that I'm asking for, and tell me that they don't want to pay that amount of money, and that my artwork isn't worth it, or that my artwork isn't like the artwork in the galleries, or whatever, right? I'm sure every single one of you who are watching right now has been in some sort of situation like that. And Zazzle has opened up a world of opportunities for creatives to create a business that is extremely, extremely passive, extremely profitable if you put in the work and you work smart rather than hard. And then also perceivable too, where it works and is in alignment with who you are and what you want to do. And so after realizing all of these things through 13 years of, working and figuring things out, at the beginning when Elk and I first started out in 2007, we decided that we were going to make this work for us, because we were going to prove everybody wrong who told us that we couldn't make money being creative, that we couldn't make money online, because literally back in 2007, the online space was not what it is today. The fact that I'm literally here on Facebook Live right now would have never happened 13 years ago. It just wouldn't. And the fact that I can speak to literally everybody in the entire world if I wanted to online. I probably have people here online with me from Australia, from Asia, from South America, from North America, from, any part and any continent of the world right now. That was not possible way back then. And when we first started out, everybody thought that we were nuts. They were like, how is this even possible? You're going to make money online? Haha. No. You have to be in an office job. You have to do the things that are expected of you. You have to work yourself up the corporate ladder. You have to get paid based on your hours. And Elka was like, no, that's not for me. I want to watch my kids grow up. I want to be able to take weekends off and not go to the dentist, because that's the only time that I'm able to slot that in. I want to be able to do the things that I want to do without asking my boss for permission. I want to be able to travel whenever I want. Now with COVID, it's a little bit different, but hopefully, fingers crossed for a vaccine soon. But seriously, back then, it was like there were so many limitations on the things that she was able to do, and that later on, I realized that I was able to do, right? I got out of university having no idea what I wanted to do and going into like random jobs here and there. And I decided, like, this is not for me. I don't even care about working up the corporate ladder. Like, no, thank you. I'm going to cut my things short and like work for myself. And as I said, I'm not like bragging or anything like that. I'm not trying to tell you that I'm better than you. It was just that I decided to do something back then when I realized that that was not what I wanted to do, right? I didn't want to work for someone else. I wanted to work for myself because I knew that I was worth it. I just had everybody else telling me that I wasn't. And it just hurt. It hurt deep. And it also hurt Elka very deep too. And in the end, she decided that that wasn't okay. And she wasn't going to stand for that. And she was going to figure it out. She was going to figure out how it worked for her. And she was also going to tell everybody else too afterwards. Because the biggest thing that I think a lot of Zazzle designers don't really think about is that once you're a designer on Zazzle, it doesn't mean that, there's too much competition or that so many other people are selling, so you're never going to sell. That's not it. If you bring to the table what you are worth and your uniqueness as a designer, you are able to sell to whoever you are, like who is in your niche and who wants to buy your stuff. As long as you have the business skills and that you present and build a profitable business using strategies, right? It's just like the online space is literally open to everyone. E-commerce is actually booming right now, especially because of COVID, but also the fact that so many people buy online now. So if you're a person who thinks that you can't come into the marketplace or on e-commerce because there's just too many people, like I think that you have to understand that there are literally almost $5 billion moving across the internet. People are spending money online. People are buying things because they, first of all, can't, they have to be at home buying things online, but also buying on the internet has become extremely common and has advanced so much more than what it was 13 years ago when Elke and I first started out on Zazzle. And so the fact that e-commerce and online buying has increased so much, and that when we first started out on Zazzle, there was really like no hope, like nothing was working for us. And we still told everybody, we're going to show you and prove you wrong, just goes to show that we have a lot of skills. We've worked a lot. And as I said before, like blood, sweat, and tears have gone into creating our businesses. But now we know what works and what doesn't. And now we've gone through everything. Like you could tell me stories right now and say, this isn't selling, I'm not making money. I have almost imposter syndrome. I have so much creative block. Like all the things that you're feeling right now, I've gone through them. And all the things that you're feeling right now, Elke has gone through them. And the reason why we can help you understand how to work those things out is because we have gone through them. We have 13 years by ourselves and 26 years of experience put together, because she doesn't work the way that I do. Both of us are extremely different people. She does things one way and I do things the other way. And the way that we work best together and help you is that we work together and we give you both of our opinions, right? You get one version from me and one version from her. And so we help our students understand things from a different perspective, actually doubly. And as I said, anything that you've gone through, we have gone through, so we understand it and we get what you're seeing and what you're going through, right? You may feel very, very alone because you don't have anybody else to talk to, or people who don't understand that you're working online and you're working on Zazzle. I've been there, I've had people in my life who just don't get it. They're like, how can you make money online? Being in a real job is like being in a real job. You have to be in an office, sit in the chair and do the work, and then you get the hours paid out to you in dollars. How can you be working online and, doing your own thing? That doesn't make sense, right? And you can also have a partner or somebody else who's in your space and your family who just doesn't understand you. And you're an extremely creative person and you're doing your thing online on Zazzle, and you ask for their help or their advice or their even support. And they're like, okay, cool. Awesome. I don't know. Looks good to me. I've been there. Elke's been there. We've been there. Okay. So the fact of the matter is that we understand pretty much all the situations that you've probably been through. And we understand that you want to be successful and that you want to work online and build a proper business online. And we are extremely passionate about creating and helping you create, extremely passionate about helping you create, not creating, but helping you create your own online business with Zazzle. And so that you are able to spend more time with your kids and not go to the dentist on the weekend, buy the groceries that you want to buy, and all those things. So, if you feel extremely passionate about changing your life and finally, 2021 is coming up soon. 2021 is a year of change. We've been extremely challenged this year, extremely, extremely challenged. We have gone through a lot of stuff. And if you want to make a difference in your life, take a leap of faith, so to speak, and build your business and make something different of what's going on right now. This is your moment. Right now, November 20th is your moment where you say, I'm going to make a change for the rest of my life, right? And whether that be something where it gives you financial gains in a month, financial gains in a year, is something where you've actually stood up and said, I'm going to make a change today. And I'm going to do something to make my life and my future life better, right? Because you can sit where you are right now and be happy and do the things that you're doing right now, or you can also be extremely happy thinking that you're building something going forward and that you're moving forward. And as I said, I can't make any income claim statements, but what I can say is that we have an amazing, amazing community of almost 1,000 students who are designers on Zazzle, who are crushing it, who have amazing success stories, who tell us every single day that we've changed their lives, that we have made a difference in what they're doing on a day-to-day basis, that we give them amazing motivation, inspiration, and just extremely good vibrations every time that we get on a live call with them. And every time that they're in their space with us, where we've invited them to a Facebook Live, a Zoom call, or even before COVID, where we've been able to do in-person retreats, we have literally helped hundreds of thousands of people understand how they can feel comfortable being who they are and creating a business that they love and be in a space with like-minded people. Because working online with Zazzle is extremely, extremely exciting and fun. And as I said, passive income, financial freedom, time freedom, location freedom. But at the same time, it's kind of lonely, right? You're by yourself. And if you don't have that support system, like what I was speaking about before, where people help you and your family, your friends, you might feel very alone and you just don't feel connected with the people who are around you. But within our space and our community that Alka and myself have created with all of these amazing, amazing, talented designers on Zazzle, they are extremely happy every time they come on a call with us. And every time that they're in our Facebook group and every time that they want to celebrate, we celebrate with them when we do happy dances, and we are extremely, extremely passionate about helping our students create the business that makes them feel happy and excited and motivated to go forward and also to live their dream life. And just the energy that they feel and that they get with us and that they get within the community, just absolutely, it's priceless, I want to say. And as I said, I don't like tooting my own horn. I don't like being super boastful or, in your face about whole things, but I am extremely passionate about this because I have just read so many amazing messages and stories and emails, Facebook messages, Instagram messages, voice notes, you name it. I've gotten all of those things from our students, and it's life-changing for me because I'm helping people change lives, change their lives. Alka is helping people change their lives and just to move into a better, more positive, motivated space. And the fact that right now, as I said, COVID just kind of came out of nowhere, and it has created extreme challenges for us, challenges that we didn't even know existed. things we didn't even know could be possible. Let's just put it out there. And we've had to adapt. We've had to pivot. We've had to change our lives and change things going forward, right? And it's been hard for some people. It's been really hard. But for others, it's been okay. It's been all right because they could, in a snap, figure out, all right, this is what I need to do with my Zazzle business, or this is what I need to do going forward because they're already set, right? They've got it going for them and they understand what they need to do going forward. And I'm speaking about our students who have realized that COVID is really crappy. And it kind of made a bump in their life, but it didn't make a huge, crater where they fell through. It was just like, okay, what do I do? Because I've got everything, planned. I've got everything working for me, but I need to change some things. And it's all good. And myself and Alka, we have come in and we've helped them. We've created certain plans for them and we've done, teachings and mentorings and trainings, all that stuff based on which level of a student you are. We have masterminds, we have private one-on-one coaching, we have our course, the Profit by Design Academy, and we have our new course, the Z Supercharger. Based on which level you are at within our space, we've helped you. And also based on which level you're at in your Zazzle journey, we've helped you. And we've had students who literally have thrived during COVID, which is insane, right? I have a couple students in April where everybody else was like, crap's hitting the fan. Everybody in the e-commerce space, like online, everything, like people are going home. People aren't allowed to go to work. Everybody is getting introduced to masks. Like the entire economy and people are just being extremely shifted from like their regular state. I have students who have made $10,000 in those months. I have students who have made $5,000 in those months. I have students who've made $500 in those months. I have students who have made $100 in those months. I have students who have made $5 in those months. But those people have made those dollars because they had a Zazzle store set up and they had the strategies in place and they had the things working for them. So they had, whether it be $10,000 extra or $5 extra, those were still dollars extra that they didn't have to worry about and be scared that they weren't going to work or they weren't going to be in a certain place at a certain time because their job was in jeopardy, right? And it has been an incredible year of crazy stuff that has happened, and that myself and that Alka has seen. We've seen extreme ups and extreme downs. We've seen regular normalities, and then we've seen shifts along the way. But my entire speech at this point in time is to empower you, to make you feel like you are ready to sit down and make November 20th the day that you take action for the next year, because you don't want to be in 2021 worried about what's going on or feel unsure about something or feel uncomfortable or overwhelmed with what you're doing. I want you to make sure that 2021 is the year that you feel extremely, extremely, extremely empowered and feel extremely comfortable with the community that you're in and feel extremely happy about the things that you're doing, right? And feel good about the fact that you are working for a business that's your own and that you're building something that could potentially be something that changes your life, right? And to understand that putting the time and the effort into working smarter and actually understanding what's going on and making the right choices rather than just slogging away and working hours and hours and hours and not seeing results is something that you need to change. Because I haven't created my Zazzle business so that I can be working on the computer 12 hours a day. I haven't created my Zazzle business because I didn't want to have freedom and do my thing, right? I created my Zazzle business because I wanted to have fun and I wanted to travel and I wanted to be with my family and my friends. And I wanted to be able to take time off without saying to my boss, can I have the weekend off or can I have this time off? And not be told, no, sorry, you haven't worked 2 years yet, so you're not eligible for vacation time, or that you're not able to because you're not able to take sick hours or whatever the heck they're called. I have never fully experienced that. And I have to say that because I never worked in a corporate job. But that's because I've literally built my own business when I was younger. And I decided that that was not for me. I didn't want that. And it's not because it's like a, ego thing or that I'm bragging or I'm better than anybody. No, it's just that I did not stand for that and I did not want it because I knew that I wanted to actually do things and enjoy things and, live my life the way that I wanted to and be my own boss and have my own freedoms and be capable of making my own decisions. And so for the reasons why I've just explained for the past 40 minutes, I want to hopefully empower you to understand that you are capable of doing that and creating the way that you want to live and the way that you want to work as well. It's just that you need to understand how to do it properly and understand how to do it without working the hours and putting in the blood, sweat, and tears, right? Because who wants to do that? You want to enjoy and you want to work smart and not hard and not be doing things that you feel like, fingers crossed, I hope it works. Maybe it would. Like, let's throw some spaghetti at the wall and see if it sticks. You want to be doing the things that you think and you know in your heart are probably the things that are going to make you go forward, right? That's why we do, that's why everybody says like 1,000,000 hours of practice or practice makes perfect and all those things. Yes, practice makes perfect, but if somebody could tell you this is what you need to do to skip the practice, would you take it? I would. I would definitely skip the practice because practice is definitely going to make you perfect. But if it could be perfect before, then let's skip it, right? Let's move towards our perfect dream life. Let's move towards the thing that's going to make us happy. Let's move towards the thing that's hopefully going to give us the results. And as I said before, obviously I can't make any income claim statements. I'm not going to say that you're going to be perfect at everything, but you're going to be learning from the people who have done all of those things. They've been in the situation that you've been in. They've felt the feelings that you felt. They've been in creative block. They've been here scared because they're not making sales. They've been looking at their earnings every day. They've been at the point where they're like, I don't even know how the heck a template works. Like, what the heck, right? If you've been on Zazzle and you're a Zazzle designer, you know exactly what I'm talking about because I've been there. I'm like, why isn't this template working? Why are these tags not working for me? Where is my product, right? So I've been there. I know exactly what's going on. And so is Elka. We've done that 13 years of everything, of whatever the heck you could throw at me. I've done it and I've been there. And the thing that I want to say is that it's just let's move past that, right? Let's put you into a really good space where you feel comfortable and you feel loved and you feel excited about doing the things that you do. Because honestly, that's why we're here. It's the literal point of everything that you're working towards. It's because you want to have a business that works for you, a business that's passive that works for you while you're sleeping, or while you're drinking margaritas on the beach, or while you're spending time with your kids, or watching their ballet recitals, that you're getting those emails and it says, you made a sale. Awesome, right? And I've never been to my child's ballet recital because I don't have kids, but I've been on the beach and I've been having pina coladas where I've made sales. I've been sleeping where I've made sales. I've been in the airplane traveling to where I want to go and I've made sales because I have built my business to work for me and not me working for it. And I've said that already a couple times before, but I don't know if people realize that what that means. I'm not physically working hours and hours and hours every day, and those hours translate into dollars. I'm working a certain amount of hours when I schedule them out for me. I'm working smarter and not hard. And those hours work for me later when I'm doing the fun things, when I'm taking time off, when I'm traveling, when I'm at the beach, when I'm reading my books, when I'm spending time with my grandmother who had a hip replacement and I had to take time off to be with her to look after her, when I'm spending time with my family and living those moments that I so cherish, right? Holidays, birthdays. If your birthday is on a weekday and you can't get time off because you have to work, that sucks, right? And so it's just the things that you want to do in life, you want to experience and you want to love and you want to cherish. And that's why you're building a Zazzle business. And you're building a business online within the e-commerce space on Zazzle. And whether that be on Zazzle or on a different e-commerce platform. But for me, I'm a Zazzle coach. I'm a Zazzle expert as well as with Alka. And both her and I have worked online on Zazzle for 13 years. And between the two of us, we have 26 years of experience. And we have made combined over $1.5 million in take home, like earnings. And if you understand and you're a Zazzle designer, that means that we have made that's 10% of the sales that our Zazzle stores have made, right? $1.5 million is 10% of the whole thing. And to think about that, that's absolutely insane. And so you know that you're listening to someone who knows their stuff. We know our stuff. She knows her stuff and I know my stuff. And both of us together, we know a lot of stuff. And so for you to come into our space and to learn from us, you know that you're getting good information. And once again, can't make any income claim statements. We have students who have not made very much money. I'm going to say that. We have a lot of students who have not made that much money, but that's because they have not actually put in the work and started to work smart and follow exactly what we tell our students, right? Elk and I, we give everything straightforward. We give you all the material that you need to learn how to start to build a profitable business online with Zazzle. And if you take that information and you implement it and you're 100% dedicated or even 1,000% dedicated and you start to work smart and you implement what we teach, then that's when you start to see results. And the results aren't going to be insanely huge in the first month. You're not building a business to make millions of dollars tomorrow. You're building a business that's going to work for you for a really long time and work passively for you. If you would have told me 13 years ago when I first started my Zazzle store and opened up my account and said 13 years from now, you're going to be in this position and you're going to have earned this amount of money and your Zazzle store is still going to be working for you. And the products that you make today are still going to be selling for you 13 years later, I would have laughed. I would have said, what? That's not true. But it's true. It actually is very true. I've been a Zazzle designer for 13 years, and so has Elka. And my products, whether I made them 13 years ago or in between, still sell. And some of them I've even forgotten that I've made because I made them so long ago. And all of a sudden I get a sale and I'm like, what? Did I make that? But the thing is that I made it and it's giving me income and it's freaking awesome. Because even though it's like 10 cents or $10 or $100, that's still money that's in my pocket that's coming into me without me physically working in an office. And it's awesome. And I have many of those stories. Alka has many of those stories. Our students are starting to have many of those stories because they're starting to be on Zazzle for quite a while, a couple years, and they are coming to us and saying, wow, I made this product like 3 years ago and it's still selling. It's awesome. You are literally making money off of those hours that you put in 3 years ago. You didn't have to work 10 hours more or 3 years more to make that money. You had to work that hour 3 years ago, and it's continually building up for you. And it's awesome. And I think a lot of Zazzle designers don't understand that they see very short intervals into the future where you don't understand the potential. It's like you see that you're not making sales, or you're making a lot of sales and you're like, oh my gosh, I hope that it's not going to end. I want it to continue because it's been the best month ever. And you're so focused on like today and tomorrow, or today and the next week, but you're not focused on from today and like next year. But next year is actually something that's going to happen, because at this point in time, Zazzle is not going anywhere. And if you build a business that works for you, this business could work for you 13 years in the future, like it has for me. And that's like mind-blowing, right? And you have to understand that if you don't take action today and you don't do something to make today count, tomorrow is just going to be another day. And it's going to be another day and another day. And you're never actually going to sit down and say, I need to build something for myself in the future. I need to not treat this as a hobby, and I need to actually get down to business. There Hopefully I'm back now. That's interesting. Hi. I don't know, my internet cut out. Anyway, hopefully I'm still online, but there has to be that kick in the butt that says, okay, today is going to be something different, right? And I'm hoping that today is going to be that day for you. And like, I'm not going to give you a kick in the butt literally, but I'm going to give you a mental thought right now saying, is it time to actually take action? Is it time to actually decide to do something and implement certain things and move forward? And whether that be joining our free community on Facebook, our Facebook group, whether that be reading our blog or watching our YouTube videos, like we have a lot of free content that you can digest and absorb and do the things that you need to do with that. Or you can also come into one of our paid programs. And the reason why I started doing this whole talk about an hour now, and thank you so much for being online with me, is because we have a lot of really great Black Friday deals. But I don't want to just come to you and talk about our sales, because I'm not all about selling. I have things to offer, and Elka and I have sales and we have programs and things, but it's not about the fact that I just want to force something on you, right? I'm not going to sell you something because I want to make money off of it. I actually want to sell you something to make you feel comfortable and confident growing your online business and moving forward, and actually giving you something that has real value, and to make sure that you understand that when you come into our space, whether that be in our free community or our paid community, a membership or a mentorship or a mastermind student or a course student, It's the fact that you have now come into our space and we see you and we hear you and that we want to help you. That's the entire thing about all of this. It's not that we are here just to, as I said, make money. I could sell you my course. I could have told you about my courses the first 5 minutes of this, and I could have shut down this live stream, right? I could have been like, hey, our Black Friday deals are happening, so look at the links. That's not what I'm about. I don't just force people to look at our courses and be like, here you go. It's because I actually want you to feel the passion that I have in my heart behind all of what we are doing, Elka and myself. It's because I want you to feel that you are heard and that you're seen, and that you, as a Zazzle designer, have the potential. You're extremely capable and extremely passionate about what you're doing. And if you actually implement certain things and you take the time to learn and listen and actually understand and process the information that myself and Elka are giving you, then you have the potential to create something that's extremely amazing. And the reason why I'm on here is that I am, as I said, I care about each and every single one of our students. And we have about 1,000 people in our student community. We have about 2,000 to 3,000 people who are in our free community. We have 1,500 to almost 2,000 people who watch us and are subscribed on YouTube. We have so many people who are watching and in our space. And it's just the energy and the vibrations that we get from everybody is absolutely amazing. And we care about every single one of our students and our people who are in our community. It is something that we're extremely passionate about. And so this entire live stream of almost an hour it started out because I wanted to talk to you about my Black Friday deals that we have available until November 30th. But it turned out into an extremely passionate speech about how myself and Elka are extremely invested in all of our students, and we care so much about the success of them and their businesses, and how earning, as I said, $10,000, $5,000, $500, $155, how those dollars change their lives, and how those dollars are making them understand that they are capable of creating something amazing, right? And that those dollars give them the freedoms that they wouldn't have had previously. And those dollars have now shown them that there is something else available to them that they didn't have previously. And those dollars, whether it be $5,000 or $10,000 a month, that they now realize that they are worth it, and that their dream life is actually attainable, that they can make small changes or big changes in their lives and actually reach something that they've always just dreamed about. And their dreams are now becoming something that they can actually live. I had a student, or I have a student, and Elka has a student who her biggest dream was to get a new oven. And she's been working on the same oven for years. And she just wanted to buy a new oven, and that would make her extremely happy. And she just sent me a picture about 2 weeks ago of her new oven. And she's super happy, because that oven means so much more than just an oven. That oven means that she is able to buy something that she's always dreamed about with something that she created, right? That's something that she was able to finally do by herself. And she never thought that that would have ever been possible. until she came into our space, until she came into our community, until she came into our courses and started learning from us and learned how to work smart and not hard. And that oven, even though it's an appliance and it's just an oven, it's not just an oven. It is so much more than an oven. And if you feel the same way about something else, whether it be an oven or whether it be buying the actual brand of groceries rather than the no name brand or the cheaper kind, or if you actually just wanted to go to a spa and get your nails done, or if you wanted to spend time with your kids because they've been, you don't want to miss them growing up. Those things are the things that count, right? Those things are the things that matter. Because at the end of the day, we're all just living a life, and we're living a life until we don't live anymore. But we're living a life the way that we want to, and the way that we perceive, and the way that we feel like we're able to. Like, you're not able to make money doing artwork, or you're not able to make money being creative. You're not able to make money X unless you're Y. You're not able to do these things. We've been restricted based on society, based on whatever, and been told certain things. And we're living a life based on the way that we think that we're able to live. And what if you were able to live something different? What if you were able to do something that you never even thought was possible? Or what if you were able to live a life where you just felt super supported by a community of people who actually got you, understood you, listened to you, saw you and heard you, and felt like exactly the way that you've been feeling? What if you were able to finally feel like you were doing the right thing, and that you were finally being able to do the things that you felt were like the truth and like that you were super passionate about, right? What if you were able to finally do something that made you super, super, super happy? And if you're finally able to do that, then I feel like you would feel much more at peace, much more secure, much more confident and comfortable, and just like releasing all of those feelings of overwhelm, of uncertainty, of nervousness, anxiety, like all those negative words, just throw them out. Let's bring in the new good words. And let's feel good about what we're doing. Let's feel happy and confident and comfortable and like secure, empowered, passionate, inspired, motivated, all of those things. Let's feel them. And I want you to feel every single one of those words and even more, right? And I think that you can definitely feel them. You can feel good about the space that you're in. You can feel good about the way that you're working. You can feel confident and comfortable with the way that you're doing things, because you can finally understand that you're being guided by somebody who knows what they're doing and who knows what you've probably done and where you're going and what you want to do and what you want to achieve. And it's just an amazing feeling to finally feel okay, to finally feel like in a space where you're like, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is where I'm 100% supposed to be. Like, I'm super, super centered and I'm super aligned, and I feel 100% good with where I am, because I know that if I work smarter and I'm not working harder, then I can build something that will help me go forward and help me live a life that I actually want to live and do the things that I want to do and be the person that I want to be. I want to make money with my creativity. Just shout it out to the world. I want to do the things that I feel good about. And I want to be doing the things that make me feel aligned with who I am. Those are the things that count in life. Those are the things that are going to make you fully fulfilled, especially in a life now that is extremely uncertain, where we have no idea what's going to happen. Our entire lives were shifted. March 2020, it's a very dark and sore spot for a lot of people. Probably even before February 2020. It was where we were given the news about something completely different than we've ever expected. And it shifted a lot of stuff. But the people and the students that we have and the Zazzle designers who are in the e-commerce online space who had their stuff figured out, they didn't really shift too much. Like, okay, I've got this. I can do this. I know what to do. Because I helped them, Elka helped them, and we figured it out. And I don't want you to be in a spot where come 2021, you're like a deer in the headlights. Because 2021 is coming up soon. Today is November 20th. You have got about a month and 11 days. 10 days. November is 31 or 30 days. Anyway, a month and whatever days, right? Until January 2021 comes, and you're going to be wondering what to do, where to go, how to move forward. And we have a lot of students who probably are online with me right now. And this is your wake-up call to sit down and actually do the coursework, do the modules, watch the videos, comment in the Facebook group, do the work. Because doing the work will get you forward. And if you aren't in our Facebook groups or communities or in our courses, this is your wake-up call to message me, to write in the comments, to say something and be like, I want more information. I want to know. I want in. Because if you want to create a profitable Zazzle business, we're all about Zazzle. I'm not about anything else at this point in time. So creating a profitable Zazzle business, we, myself and Elka, can help you on many different levels. We have many different courses, whether that be a self-study course, a more interactive course, a mastermind, membership, one-on-one private consulting. We have a lot of things to help you. And it's just that you need to step up and say, okay, what do I need? I need to talk to Jen and ask her or Elka what I need help with and where I can be. Because 2021 is going to come up very fast. And I know that we speak a lot about relaxing and time off and time freedom, location freedom, all the good stuff. But the good stuff doesn't come without work. The good stuff comes with smart work. And if you don't do your smart work now, 2021 is going to come and 2021 is going to go by. It's going to go by super fast, like 2020 did, 2020, like 2020 did. 2020 feels like it has gone by super fast and also extremely slow at the same time. Like I hated it. I hated 2020, but I also extremely loved it. It was an amazing year for me to grow, to work on my business, to understand more about myself, to understand how I could perfect things, and to prepare. Because 2020 gave me a lot of challenges, and it has given a lot of challenges to you too. It's given a lot of challenges with family, with friendships, with mental health, with physical health, with business, with job security, economic security, financial security, everything. Like, it's just like, what else can you layer on top of that mess, right? It's given us a lot of struggles. But coming back full circle, the struggles that we've experienced have been no match to myself, to Elka, and to all of our students who have implemented the work and who have built up a Zazzle business that is working for them. It has been a year of scary situations, but it hasn't been scary because of the financials. It's been scary because of a lot of other things. But a lot of our students have made certain and taken certain actions where it was all good and it was fine. And they were actually asking us, like, what can I do to make more? And we're like, yes, do it. Come on, like, give us the information and we will help you. Because the biggest thing is that we want you to work and strive, thrive, survive, whatever you want to say. We want you to succeed and we want you to move forward. If you are stuck and sad and upset, nervous, anxious, depressed, all of the negative things that I spoke about before, it's because I think that there needs to be a shift in your mindset. And I think that there needs to be somebody who guides you and shows you the way and has gone through the things that you've gone through. And I'm talking business here, right? I'm talking our Zazzle businesses and everything that we've worked for. If there has been somebody who has done something that you want to achieve and where you want to go, then I think that you should follow in their footsteps and learn and like soak up everything that they know and everything that they can offer you. I have mastermind students who come onto our free training calls that we do. Like Elk and I, we have mastermind students who come on to our free training calls because they know that everything that we say is golden and they always learn something new. Even if it's something that we've already taught them before, they learn a new angle. They learn something new, completely new from what they ever actually experienced or learned before. And that's what I want for you. I want you to learn. I want you to soak up. I want you to literally like take it all in, because this is your defining moment of what is going to happen for your future. What's going to happen for 2021? Where do you want to be from a year from now? Where do you want to be a year from now? And sometimes it's a scary question. And sometimes you're like, I don't know. No idea. Where do I want to be? Where would I like to be a year from now? I'd like to not be here. I'd like to be somewhere different. I'd like to be earning a lot more. I'd like to be on a beach probably, sipping a pina colada. I'd like to be somewhere different where I am now. And I'm sure you do too. But how is that going to happen if you don't plan and you don't take action? Because it's not. It's actually not. It's going to happen slowly, maybe over time, if you just decide that it's going to be like what it is, what may come. And I'm not saying anything bad. I'm saying that's fine. But if you want to take action and really want to make things work for you, there has to be a plan. And you have to put a plan into place. And thinking about what you want to do next year or where you want to be a year from now gives you the opportunity to actually start implementing things now, right? And if you don't implement things now, then when are you going to do it? Or when is it actually going to be the right moment? Or when are you going to feel good to do it? You have to take time to actually understand what kind of things are going on now so that you can implement them now in the future. And as I said about 15 minutes ago, I obviously love talking, and I'm not probably going to be quiet for a while, but if you're here and you're listening, that's awesome. And I really appreciate that you're here with me. And hopefully, you can always write in the chat because I can see all the chats here. Message me and say, hey, this is awesome, or I totally resonate with this, or whatever you feel. But the reason why is that you need to learn and you need to implement certain things and you need to do the work to make you feel good and to know that the work that you're doing is actually something that's going to be worth it, right? If you're kind of just like figuring things out and playing around, and we like to use the saying throwing spaghetti at the walls to see if it sticks. If you're just doing that, then you're wasting a lot of time and you're wasting a lot of spaghetti and you're wasting a lot of moments where you could be actually implementing things that do work for you. And this is one thing that's like extremely important to me and to Elka too, is that we want to make you understand that there is a way. It's not that it's impossible. It's not that it's scary. It's not that it's like, it doesn't work. There is a way. It's just that you have to work smarter and understand what you're doing and to make things work for you. And so the reason why I'm online right now is to talk about how we can help you. We have some amazing Black Friday deals, and I already know. I already told you that the reason why I've been talking for about an hour now and 15 minutes is because I don't want to just sell to you. I want you to understand that it means a lot to myself and to Elka that you build a business that you love and that works for you. That's our ultimate end goal, is that you are sitting there with your computer, wherever the heck you want to be, doing whatever you're doing, loving what you're doing, and saying to us, thank you. This is what I want to be doing. This is where I am right now, and I absolutely love it. I'm with my kids, watching their ballet recital. I'm on the beach sipping a pina colada. I'm doing what I love. And it's because I built a business that I love. Those are the types of stories that we want to hear. And we do hear them. That's the story that I want to hear from you. And I would really love for you to know that we are invested as much as you're invested. If you are ready to go in and work on your business and do the things that you need to do and actually put in the work, like that's where the sweet spot is. That's where things start to happen. Because I can't make the money for you. I can't tell you that you're going to make this much money or make your money back on the courses in a certain amount of months, or that you're going to whatever. I can't, because life happens, right? But what I can tell you is that when you come into our space and you're with us and myself and Elka, and you learn what we can teach you, then you will start to see things happen for you. You will move forward. You'll feel much better about yourself. You will feel so much more empowered and excited to do things and to work on yourself as a business. And if you start to work smart and you see the results are amazing. And you start to be able to spend time with your family and do the things that you want to do and just enjoy the life that you've always just thought was only a dream, right? Anyway, I'm going to now show my screen of the Black Friday deals, but after my entire speech, I always mix those two words, so I'm putting them together. After my entire speech here, it's just that you can obviously see that I'm extremely passionate about what we're doing. And hopefully, if you don't come into our space, our community, or purchase any of our products, at least this talk will have given you the motivation and the inspiration that you need to just do it. You're totally capable. You're totally worth it. And I think sometimes we just need to be told that, right? You need to be said, someone needs to tell you, you are awesome, in your own way. You're uniquely awesome. We're all different. We're all amazing. And it's just that you need to hear it sometimes, because sometimes someone else doesn't say it to you, or someone isn't actually there to say it to you. Maybe you're alone. Maybe you're with a partner or somebody who doesn't get you, or get this online space thing with Salzo. Maybe you're just in a position in your life where you need to hear that. And says, you are awesome. You are uniquely awesome in your own way. And if you work at it and you work smarter and you make things work for you, you can create a business that works for you rather than you working for it. That's pretty awesome. Okay. My whole spiel. I'm going to end it because if not, I'll just talk for the rest of the night here. Thank y'all for being with me. I will show you my screen now and we will share the Black Friday deals quickly and I'll let you know what's going on. Okay, so if you go to elkaclark.com/promo, so PROMO, I'll put that in the banner here later. You will be able to come to this web page, which is our Black Friday deals. And we have a whole bunch of amazing things for you. We have 3 deals here on the page. If you're interested in learning more about specific items, then you can always message us and get to know a little bit more. And we can speak more. I want to say is about your journey, where you are and what you're looking for. But this is what we have for offer at this point in time. So the Creative Entrepreneur Online live event is on Zoom and it is in January and it's 3 days of super amazing business advice, and we give you the tips and tricks that you need to know about our 3 pillars, which are perceivable, passive, and profitable, to build your Zazzle business. And these are the things that we have used to myself, like Jen, and then Elka, which we've used to individually build our own $1 million Zazzle businesses. And so we are going to be telling you the things that we have done to structure our own Zazzle businesses, which is absolutely amazing. The ticket price normally is $197 and it is on special for $77. And that's like a huge steal because it's 3 days, like 3 days, 5 hours a day. So 15 hours of us talking to you about our Zazzle businesses and how you can build a profitable Zazzle business using our 3 pillars for only $77. Like, do the math. It's absolutely like huge steal. No brainer. Get your ticket now. Tickets are available now. Price is going to be going up for all of these things on November 30th. So if you're thinking about that, like seriously, it's a no-brainer. $77 for 3 days, 15 hours. Implement these 6 crucial things you need to profitably manage your Zazzle business. Honestly, it's an amazing thing. We did it last July, like this year. Super helpful to everybody. Everyone came out of that session of the 3 days like overwhelmed of like knowledge in a good way, and it was just no brainer. Okay. So once again, elkaclark.com/promo, PROMO, and get your ticket now. So all of these links go up to the discounted prices. You don't have to worry about a coupon code or anything. Just go and click on the link. Okay, so second thing that we're offering, it is the Profit by Design Academy Boot Camp. If anybody here online is a Profit by Design Academy member, then you know that this is our signature course. It is the course that will help you start and scale your Zazzle business. And it is literally the fundamental thing that you need to have when building your Zazzle business. Like, this is your go-to if you have just started out, or if you are still on Zazzle but you're struggling to make things work. This is the thing that you need to get into, because the Profit by Design Academy is the best thing going for you. Our deal right now for Black Friday is the Boot Camp Edition. So that means that it is the course plus, for this time only, you are getting access to our boot camp, which is a 12-week live event here, 12-week group coaching program in the Profit by Design Academy in a pop-up Facebook group. So not only are you getting our course, which is valued at $19.97 originally, you are getting 12 weeks of group coaching where we will go in each week live, and we will be doing a whole bunch of interactive things and Facebook Lives and critiques, all that jazz, for literally for $12.97. So $1,297, when originally the actual, just the course is $19.97, and the whole course plus the boot camp is originally $2,997. So that is almost $800 discount. Like that is insane. And the fact that like with this discount and the Black Friday deal, you are getting the boot camp and the course for less than the actual course price. Like, just think about that for a moment. The actual course price of the PDA, which is the Profit by Design Academy, is $1997, so $1,997. And here you're getting it for $1,297, $1,297. So if you are in our community and you've heard us talk about the Profit by Design Academy and you're interested, this is the thing for you. And if you already are a member of the Profit by Design Academy and you're interested in actually partaking in the boot camp, which is the 12-week coaching program, you can message me or contact me because we have a price point for that as well. You can just buy the boot camp by itself, but you can only buy the boot camp by itself if you are previously or already a Profit by Design Academy member. Okay, so this is just amazing, a huge deal. Not only the event, but like the PDA, that is just like stellar. Okay, so this is our next and last Black Friday deal. It is the Creative CEO Mastermind, and it's online. We did this previously, and actually good memories here. We were in Australia in February. We were with all of these lovely ladies in Australia. On our way back, literally in the airport, that's when we learned about COVID, coming back home. Thankfully, we were at home and like got home safely. But anyway, our Creative CEO Mastermind was originally in person. Now it's online. And the best thing about it being online is obviously because of COVID, but also because if you are an extreme introvert or you feel uncomfortable with people, or you're like, you just don't want to travel and you want to be at home in your own safe space, this is the perfect option for you. We have had mastermind students who participated in June this year, and they have literally told us, they were like, Jen, I wouldn't have signed up if it was in person. I only signed up here because it was online, and I could be in the comfort of my own home and the comfort of my own like space and just be on the computer. I don't like, being around people, and I don't like traveling. So this was literally a godsend, because if not, I wouldn't have been part of it. And we're like, wow, we didn't think about that. A lot of people don't like traveling. A lot of people feel very uncomfortable around people, or a lot of people like don't like sleeping in beds that aren't theirs, right? And so our mastermind online is a week experience where we're on live on Zoom with you, but then also 6 months follow-up and a group coaching program. And so our mastermind transformed into something really amazing this year, because now, not only just because of COVID, but we realized that a lot of people would like to be participating in like a mastermind experience, but they didn't want to have the physical, like in-person type thing. And so here, this is an amazing opportunity for you. You get $1,101 off. $1,111 off. So 1111, and it is 4444. And if anybody doesn't know that, those are angel numbers and they mean something very special. You can go and look them up online afterwards. But basically, it's a really good vibe number, which means like new beginnings, you're starting something new, you are taking charge of your business. Like, it's just really good for you. We do have a payment plan available, and you can contact us if you're interested in participating in the Creative CEO Mastermind. You can email us or message me on Facebook, because obviously that is much of a higher price point. If you're all in, like 100%, you just go, you can click on the link and purchase right now, secure your spot. So basically you get an entire 5-day mastermind program, 5 hours a day on Zoom, February 8th to the 12th, 2021. Then you get 2 times 1 day, like the 5-hour intensives, which is on top of the mastermind. Then you get 12 90-minute bi-monthly Zoom coaching calls. And that's in a very intimate group. Right now, we actually have 4 ladies who are already secured for this February mastermind. We do cap it off at about 15 or less people. So if you're interested, then please, please, please secure your spot because those spots are filling up quite fast. And we haven't actually publicly announced this until now. And we already have 4 spots secured. And so the reason why I'm telling you that is because we like to keep this group very intimate and very small and like tiny, so to speak, because we want to make sure that you get the attention that you need. And then also you feel comfortable about being with a group of people that you're with and that you create these relationships with them. We have a group of students who are mastermind participants who have been in the June group, and they have created this amazing bond together. And actually, we have 2 people. One person already resigned for this February because she's just like, this is amazing. I don't want to lose this feeling, momentum, awesome. Like, I'm going to keep going. So a lady from June, she realized that her mastermind session was ending. So she signed up for the February one. We have another lady who's about to come in with us as well. And she just didn't want to lose the momentum either. She's like, this group of people is absolutely amazing. I don't want to lose this. So I'm going to sign up again. And so just this like feeling of being in this amazing community and having this support and inspiration and motivation is just really awesome. And so, the reason why I'm telling you that is just because it just feels so good. And all of the ladies and gentlemen who are in those masterminds are just, they're loving it. So once again, go to elkaclark.com/promo. If, for example, you realize that the mastermind and the boot camp are something that you're interested in, we do recommend that you also think about the Creative Entrepreneur Online, because even though it's a smaller price point and it's the first item on this Black Friday list, it is also very, very important. And at just $77, it's like literally a no-brainer. I would add it onto your other purchases if you're thinking about it, because it comes with a completely different mentality and structure that you're going to not get in the other ones. Not to say that the mastermind isn't all-inclusive, but this event is something extremely different and very special as well. So for an extra $77, it's a no-brainer. And then also if you're thinking, okay, well, maybe the mastermind or the Creative CEO mastermind or the PDA bootcamp is too much money for me right now, but I want to be in this space and have this energy and just feel really motivated and really good about things, definitely secure your spot for the $77 Creative Entrepreneur Online. It's literally, as I said multiple times, a no-brainer. $77 for 3 days. And it's just going to be extremely exciting, motivating. You're going to be learning a lot about implementation of the 3 pillars that we have, which are perceivable, passive, and profitable. Learn how to profitably manage your Zazzle business, and just get 3 amazing stellar days with myself and Alka and feel really good about all of the stuff that we've been talking about. Okay. Awesome. Well, if you have any questions, then please let me know. As I said, I'm going to put it here in the banner so that we can make sure that you know what I'm talking about. www.elkaclark.com/promo. Go here. My throat is been talking for like an hour and a half, guys. Ooh. Thirsty. Okay. Go here, elkaclark.com/promo, and go and check out these deals. That's the real reason why I've been on here for an hour and a half. Besides the fact that I'm giving an extreme motivational speech and just telling you that you're extremely worth it and able to crush it and live the life of your dreams if you want to. But also, clearly, I'm here to give you some inspiration and talk to you about how Elka and myself can offer you our services through courses and also our masterminds and the live event. It's going to be amazing. The live event is going to be awesome. The 3 days with us in February or January, and then the mastermind as well, everything. So if you have any questions, then let me know. Go to elkaclark.com/promo and look at that. It gives you all the details that you need to know about more information, all the structure of the plans, and if you want payment plan and things like that, you can ask us as well. But you can easily just go and join up. And as I said, like, if anything, out of all of this, if you can spare the $77, Like, that is literally a no-brainer. Seriously. Best $77 you would be able to spend in terms of like learning your business management for your Zazzle business. It's 3 days of 5 hours of learning and implementation and just understanding fully of what's going on with your Zazzle business. That is like something that everybody should be asking for Santa if you're not able to pay it for yourself. And then the PDA, the Profit by Design Academy Bootcamp, as I mentioned before, that's the course plus the boot camp. The boot camp is 12 weeks of coaching, group coaching. So you get your course, which is the Profit by Design Academy, and then the addition of the 12-week coaching, group coaching program. And each week we'll be going in to do Facebook Lives in the pop-up Facebook group. So that's literally like $1,297 for the course and then also 12 weeks. It's like literally, if you divide that, so $1,297 divided by 12, it's $100 a week. That's nothing. Like, I mean, like I'm saying, it's nothing. Maybe it's definitely a lot of money for some people, but in terms of the value that you're getting out of it, it is like you can think about understanding the value that's going in. $1,297 is not that much money if you're thinking about the whole program, which is originally $3,000 for the Profit by Design Academy plus the bootcamp. So the fact that you're getting it at $1,297 for the actual course and then 12 weeks of coaching in a group setting on Facebook is just, it's also a no-brainer. Of course, we don't ever want to force people or students into debt or into a financial stressful situation. But if you're able to afford it and you're just on the fence because you just don't know about the program or you think that it's not worth it, I'm telling you that it's definitely worth it. Like, I live and breathe the Profit by Design Academy, and so does Elka, and we're just extremely excited for this 12-week program, 12-week group coaching aspect in addition to the Profit by Design Academy course. If you're watching this and you are a Profit by Design Academy member, then please message me or contact me because we do have an option for you to buy that boot camp in addition, right? You don't have to buy the whole thing. It's just, then you'll buy just the boot camp. And because we are offering that as well, because it's definitely an amazing thing to do is go through the course again with us in those 12 weeks and get the group coaching that you need and go through the course material with us and do the Q&As. And it's just an amazing refresher. All of our course members, like pretty much 100% of them, maybe 98%, have gone through some sort of part of the material of the Profit by Design Academy over again because they realize the value and they understand how important it is to go in and refresh their memory on all of the teachings. So if you're already a member and you're looking forward for a refresher, that is something that you should definitely message me about because it is a very tiny price point as well. It's $197 at this point for Black Friday, $197, and it's just like a no-brainer because that's 12 weeks for $197. That's only if you are a member of the Profit by Design Academy already. If you're not, then you have to obviously buy the course and then buy the boot camp, but still at $12.97, it's like an amazing price. Okay, and then refresher one more time on the Creative CEO Mastermind. It is $1,111 off. Go and look it up. Angel numbers 4444. It means something very special. That's why we priced it that way. And if you're interested in learning more on how that can help you and move your Zazzle business forward, we do have payment plans. We have an option available for you. You can message us and speak to us, and we'd love to accommodate you and learn more about how we can help you. We already have 4 ladies signed up. One from the Philippines, one from the States, one from the UK, and then 2 from the States, actually, sorry. And so it's a worldwide international community in our masterminds. We accommodate everybody, no matter what time zone. And you have personal access to us in terms of WhatsApp on our phone. All of those ladies have access to my phone number. They can message me whenever they would like. And gentlemen as well. We have gentlemen in our other masterminds, but I'm speaking about this one in February right now. We already have 4. You get private access to us on our phones. You get calls every month. You get the 5-day mastermind event, which is 5 hours of us talking to you about how to build your 6-figure Zazzle business plan. And it's just absolutely amazing. Like, the community that we've created with our mastermind is really, really great. And as I said before, previously, 2 of the ladies who have been in a mastermind, one lady from Australia, in February, we went to we had a February mastermind in Australia, and she signed up. She's joined, so she's in February again next year, 2021. And then also one of our ladies from June who did our online mastermind, she's re-signed again. And then we have 2 other ladies who are completely brand new, but they've been with us in our community, in our courses, and they know that this is the right thing for them because they want that very personal, like, one-on-one interaction with myself and Elka, and have that like high touch point and high level interaction with myself and her, Elka, to get more business advice because they're ready to ramp it up. One thing that I wanted to say really quickly is that, excuse me, I'm like super thirsty. One thing that I wanted to say is that our masterminds, you don't have to be an extremely talented Zazzle designer or on Zazzle for years or have extreme experience in Photoshop or whatever you think you might need. You don't. We've had mastermind students who have literally just opened their Zazzle store very recently. We've had mastermind students who literally have like 10 products or less. We've had mastermind students who have literally made less than $100. We have had students and mastermind participants who have not been making a lot of money or have had a certain amount of products or who have been at a certain level. We have students who are like completely brandy new, but they know that they need the attention and they know that they want to be with us and they know that they need to speak with us on a certain level or do the things and have that, as I said, high touch level or high touch point with myself and with Elka. And so they invested in themselves because they know that their Zazzle business is worth it. I have one lady who started with us. She came into a mastermind last year in June, 2019. In June, she was with us in Mallorca, and she was completely brand new, like super, super brand new. And she had just opened up her Zazzle store. She had very basic amounts of products, and she didn't know very much about Photoshop. She didn't know very much about design. She was just like very basic and like, but she knew in her heart that she needed to make this decision to work at it and to do what she needed to do to move forward. And she is literally like my star student. I talk to her on WhatsApp basically every single day. She's re-signed for another mastermind. She was actually in our June mastermind this year, and she's like in every single one of our programs, and she's 100% always in, and she is crushing it. She now knows how to like do Photoshop and do her own artwork and all these things, like post products, and she knows how to do like titles and tags perfectly, and she knows how to like scan her artwork, and she's actually giving me advice on certain things on my products. And it's because she came into our space and she decided that she wanted to sign up for a mastermind. She's like, I need to do this because I know that this is going to be so worth it going forward. And she was scared at the beginning. She told me she was extremely nervous. She was like, Jen, I have to confess, but I was like very, very scared because I thought that I had no experience. I thought that I would be like the only one. No one would be like me. You'd be like giving me the very basic advice, and like everybody else would be so much more advanced. And like I was just super, super nervous. And I told her, I was like, no, it doesn't matter. Every person who wants to learn, who wants to show up, who wants to do the work and actually put the effort into their Zazzle business, we will give you the amount of effort and work back. We will work with you. There's no perfect designer. There's no perfect amount of products. There's no perfect amount of whatever. You have to feel comfortable doing what you're doing based on where you are. And we completely understand that. So even if you're a complete beginner, if you're an advanced designer, If you've been on Zazzle for years and you're just super struggling and you just hate the fact that you don't know what to do anymore, like, all of you are welcome. All of you are equal, where we will work with you and what your capabilities are. So no matter if you feel like you've just started out, or if you won't be advanced, or if you don't have enough products, or you don't know anything, like, there's just like, cut that out or remove it, take it out of your brain, throw it away. Everybody is equal, and everybody is, if you are willing to put in the work and willing to step up to the plate and willing to figure out what to do and what to learn and how to absorb the information that we give you, then everybody's equal and everybody can learn. It doesn't matter if you have 1,000 products or one product. It doesn't matter if you have $10,000 in sales or $5 in sales. The thing that makes you worth it and capable is the fact that you step up to the plate and you're like, okay, today's the day. I'm going to make a decision to move my business forward. What can I do? How can I make it work? What can I implement? And how can I do certain things or learn and like absorb everything that Jen and Elka are talking about? And what can I do to apply it to my business so that tomorrow can be a better day? And tomorrow can be even closer to living my dream life than yesterday was. I think that's really cool. Anyway, I'm going to stay online for like 2 seconds. If anybody in the chat wants to say anything, because I am watching the chat here, and I do have a lot of people on. I'm streaming to Facebook, streaming to YouTube, I'm streaming to all our groups. There's about 10 different places where I'm streaming to. And so I can see all of the chats here in one go. So if you want to say anything, then I will read them. I've already got a whole bunch of chat messages that I've read. I haven't said anything yet, though, because I've just been on a rant of rambling about how Zazzle is absolutely amazing and how you just need to literally step up to the plate and make the decision. I'm not saying that you have to buy one of our courses and then you'll make a lot of money. As I said, I can never make any income claim statements, but what I can tell you is that once you invest in yourself, you feel much more empowered to make things work for you. And once you start to learn from people who have done things that you want to achieve, you feel much more secure and capable yourself of doing those things. And once you start to feel accepted in a community and within a space where you feel comfortable and feel empowered and motivated and inspired, that's when you start to make decisions with your Zazzle business or with your business in general. And you feel good about those decisions. You feel happy and you feel excited and you just feel like seen and heard. You feel good. Okay, so I'm going to end this. Thank you so much for watching, and go to elkaclark.com/promo. Those are all of our Black Friday deals, and we will see you in one of our courses or our programs. Bye.